Hey everybody and welcome to another episode of WWE Supercard. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Give me musical comedy. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Hey, this is bigedude, and you're probably playing the PCC. Now, this is being recorded Tuesday night at 11 o'clock, and they have said the PCC was Braun Strowman versus local talent. I don't know if that actually came to happen, but that's just hilarious. All right, so anyway, we got 1 hour. Let's see how much money in the bank we can do, and we've started. All right, you can see that we're at 56.74, which means I don't think I got anything new. You know, I don't think I got anything new since last time. So we're gonna see if we can beat 1,000, cause that would be cool, right? Right. Yeah, buddy. All right, so here we go. What can we do? Here we go. We're gonna use our good guy. And let's see here. We're just going to go here. Bam, 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 bam. Going to try to be more efficient today. Try to get more. Try to do more. Try to be more. Yeah. And that's why you're watching this video. Because you're probably grinding the PCC right now. And it's pretty cool to grind the PCC if you're into that sort of thing. And sometimes you just need a little bit of motivation. And that's what these videos are about. You know, helping you get further, get better, harder, bigger, higher, bigger, faster, stronger, something like that. Well, like that song. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. Alright, so let's see here. Let's just use this against this. It's not going to get the whole thing down, but we are going to get to the top. All right, we haven't had one where we haven't gotten to the top yet, so we don't want to start that now. All right, so he was powerful enough, but not who's what's it's enough. All right, so this one should be pretty good. All right, so here we go. Oh, geez, well the good thing we've got that. You know what I mean? In case that you know, of course I didn't even look to see what the two choices were. And there we go. There's 40 more, and we're getting closer. Folks, we're getting closer to that first Randy Orton that we need to get. All right, so that is good. Okay, and I am having a good day. You know, getting work done, son. Getting it done. All right, so let's do this. Round 2, fight. Yeah, buddy. We're going to play the Money in the Bank today. We're gonna play Money in the Bank today. All right, so let's see here. Oh, we got to go against the free agent, Heath Slater. Yeah. That's what's up. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. So, how are you doing? Yeah? That's pretty cool. Unless you said you were sad. And then I would be like, aw, I hope that you have a better day. You know, how am I supposed to predict the futures? I'm just a guy with a phone and stuff. Oh wait, let's use this one. Okay, so there we go. There's the new champ right there, and he's a pro. Look at that one. Yeah, buddy. All right, so here we go. I'm so glad he's the champ. You know, he tends not to get hurt, which is a really good thing. All right, so here we go. We should win this one. All right. Oh, he proc-a-locked, but we just phenomenal forearmed him, and that is how we do that. All right, so here we go. Technically, we just beat him up. All right, so there we go. 2 down. 2 down, folks. And that is how it's done. All right, let's keep rocking. Let's rock and roll. Rock-a-locka, shaka-baka, boom, bam. Boom, boom. Shaka-laka-laka, boom. Did you go walk a dinosaur lately? You know? I haven't either. If you don't know that song, it's a fun summer song. Was and not was. It's just was not was because there's a guy that was in that group that was called, his name was Don Was. And then the other guy's name wasn't, his last name wasn't Was. So it was not was. It was one of the, and that song, believe it or not, I believe they have said it's about nuclear war. You know, just a total, a funny, like, you know, if nuclear war happened, like, we would all just be back in this, like, the Stone Age and just, you know, be like the dinosaur times. I think that's what that was about. I might be making some of that up, but I'm pretty sure it was about nuclear war. Because I read it, you know, it was on the internet. It had to be true. It was on one of those, you know, hidden meanings you didn't know songs were about. You know? Yeah. All right, here we go. We're going to get the 3. Here we go. Can we get it with the Big Show? Let's see here. Well, we're gonna do that. We should be able to do it. Even if he procs power speed is, we got enough power to, we got power for days. So, based on what the future could be, you know, if the PCC is exactly the way it is versus local talent, and this is like, this would be Saturday's video. Is local talent winning? Or did they actually put somebody else in there? I mean, that Braun Strowman card was very, very powerful. But how many people would just go for local talent just because of that one dude's face? You know, the first local talent there was. You know? And in today's SmackDown, I know this is a couple of days, you know, ago, but, you know, they had that dude in the underwear that just basically got crushed by Kane. But, you know, those are the local people that that get their moment in the WWE, and sometimes they stick around for a bit, which is just kind of cool. And, or, you know, they do get money for those things, so that's just kind of neat. Alright, so let's see here. This, Mr. Perfect, you're not as perfect as you think you are. You know? Brock is better. Well, then, you know, Mr. Perfect is not quite alive at the moment. So, yeah. So, here we go. What can we do here? Probably should have used the phenomenal one AJ Styles, but I chose this Seth Rollins because it was less thought involved. And sometimes I just like it when there's no thought involved. Alright, so here we go. There we go. Bang, a bang, a bang. Yeah, buddy. Alright, so here we go. Yeah! Clash! Clash of the Titans. Alright, so here we go. Oh, there's an edge. But we know we won't win here because we're not strong enough. Because we're only a regular SummerSlam card. We're not a pro. But now we got the Rusev Nader. You know? Yeah. But I'm still just happy about that end of that Raw thing, man. That was just a great way to bring Triple H back. You know, he's been gone for months. And, you know, and just to see what they'll do with it. You know, does I think Kevin becomes the face, or does he become the face? You know? I don't know. Or does he just become anti-face? You know, could Kevin Owens be the next Stone Cold Steve Austin? He kind of is already, as far as, like, he's just a funny guy. And his social Twitter, if you're not following Kevin Owens on Twitter, you're missing out a lot of stuff, because, you know, when people, like, talk smack to him, he'll say, hey, you're an idiot, blocked, or something, you know, to that effect. It's just really great, you know, when people do stand up for themselves, you know. And I posted the picture of when I met him in Watertown, New York. Right, it was his last match. I want to say it was July 2014. Or was it no, it was July 2013, it must have been. And it was like, it was great when he first came in. Maybe it was 2014. I don't know. It was recent, it feels still. And now he's the champ. Let's just, you know, that's why it's, if you have local events in your area for wrestling and stuff, you should go watch them, because you know, I've seen and met a lot of awesome people that have had you know, really cool careers, and you know, because they usually a lot of those local promotions, they'll bring in, you know, a signee, somebody that will sign stuff, and you know, they'll have guests and stuff that are really cool. And it's just awesome, you know, when people, and then you see people up and coming. It's just kind of neat. see them wrestling in front of 200 people. I wish I could remember who it was that said, and I can't remember this, and this is why this is bothering me. They were talking about Kevin Owens, and somebody was saying, like, you know, Kevin Owens is one of those guys that's going to be, you know, wrestling in front of 200 people the rest of his life. And now he's the champion of the universe, you know? And I love that gif from years ago with him and the Young Bucks in there that the Young Bucks actually tweeted out. That's just amazing when you think about it. He predicted the future, man. He did. Now I can't predict the future, except I predict that you are grinding right now, and or you are just really enjoying my whoosies and some what's-its. All right, so this I don't like at all because we're really. Oh wait, I can use that. I'm gonna have to hope that we get some better things. I like it when I have event cards to go against stuff because it's just they don't lose. Like this one, I'm gonna use here because that Big Show, he's not the world's, you know, speediest or charismatic individual in this game for his WrestleMania card, and I just you know, it's hard to keep him going. All right, so toughness, charisma, toughness, speed. All right, we're good. I will just do this anyway because it's just good to do. You know, we're going to get the bionic arm, bionic elbow. Doesn't matter. Big Show is going to stomp through the ring. You know, and that's how that works. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. All right, power, speed. Yeah, it's not power, toughness. Power, toughness. We won. We won. We're the Brock Proc. Yeah, buddy. Hey, thanks for making that one easier. All right. That's just cool, man. That is just cool. All right, let's do this. I'm sure you're just eating this moment up. Don't forget, this is Paige's house. Yeah, the Nation of Violation is strong right now. You know? You know, there's been speculation of, you know, who's going to stay and who's going to go. Like, potentially Alberto Del Rio and Paige leaving. Eva Marie is a great heel, so I don't think she will be going anywhere. You know? I think that they just gotta change some of the stuff. If you have a prescription for a drug, and you know it's approved. I mean, of course, she should have really disclosed that, you know, that's what it was for. But what if it's all just still a work? You know, like they opened SmackDown tonight with you know, the whole Miz versus Daniel Bryan tirade, and when it was on the beginning of SmackDown, it did kind of feel like it was a lot more worky. You know, when you saw it Tuesday night, you know, I didn't see it on the network. I saw it, you know, after the fact. And it definitely just had a lot more real feeling to it. And now it doesn't feel as real, you know. Yeah, buddy, look at that. All right, so here we go. We're in good hands right now. I was like mid-burp. That was strange. But, yeah. So, hey, we're already 13 minutes in this. How many points have you gotten? I think you could have gotten, you know, a good maybe 70 points without titles and maybe 100-something points with titles. Yeah. If you're in the zone, you can stay there. And you can do this. You can get that local talent card that you always wanted. You know, now, if local talent wins, I think, you know, basically this PCC is kind of turning into a, it's really a ring domination, you know. It's really not a choice. But, what if, and when you give people a choice, sometimes they choose wrong. And what if people just pick the local talent option just to pick the local talent option, you know? I'm tempted to do so. Of course, I don't feel bad about talking about it right now because, you know, it's not until, you know, this is Saturday's video. And I just don't know. I mean, he could definitely be winning. And then we have a ring domination for local talent? Or do they just take this as a throwaway? I bet you know what? Here, I'm going to call this. If this happens the way that it could, where local talent wins, I predict that they don't have a ring domination for the local talent. They will just start a different cycle. Basically, this is a test to see how cynical the WWE Supercard universe is, and I'm betting that's what will happen if for some reason local talent wins. But I thought it was a brilliant announcement. Those that took it seriously or not seriously or didn't realize the comedic merits of it, they really missed out. Those of you that's like, really? Like, this is a joke, right? Like, Braun Strowman? Like, who are you gonna have him face? Well, he's facing who he faces every week right now. Local talent. You know? Which I think is great. Now, I mean, who would they even have him face? They don't want to spoil storylines. Like, I am convinced that if you want to know who's going to win something big right now, all you've got to do is pay attention to the WWE Slam notifications, because they, in my opinion, it spoiled SummerSlam's champions because of it said the autographs that were still available, and it spoiled the Kevin Owens winning. You know, I'm calling that. So you know, I will be definitely keeping that active. You know, although there won't be anything huge, right? You know, for a little bit here. We finally got some semblance of, you know, we have some pay-per-views in a little bit. You know, Backlash and Contest of Champions. But you know, who do you think? I'm kind of surprised they're making Carmella go after Nikki Bella. I mean, I think it's going to show that in this new era, you know, she's not the top dog. I still think that she's gonna win it, and if not her, I think it'll be Becky Lynch, just because she was one of those 4 horsewomen, and she's the only one on that side. You know what I mean? On the SmackDown side. Because you had Paige. You have Paige is still a horsewoman, even though she's not a horsewoman. You have Sasha Banks, you have Charlotte, and you have Bayley. You know, so that's just that's a lot of talent over there on Raw. But then again, Raw is, you know, a longer show. That's why they've got, and that's why they're using all this enhancement talent right now, is to really build those characters and do new moves and stuff. And eventually, you know, in a year or so, you won't see those matches, because by then you'll have a whole nother year of talent that's gone up from NXT to really make the roster even more strong. And, you know, we saw the Headbangers. I was like, oh my god, the Headbangers. I still think it looked like Rhino bladed. That's just my personal opinion. But I couldn't. I tried to stop and analyze to see if I saw blood before he wiped his head. And it almost looked like it was on camera. You'll basically hear more about it. Right now, it's Tuesday, August 30th at 11:22 p.m. Just in case stuff has come out since then. You know, just throwing that out there for your mental, whatever. Mental candy. Your brain candy. This is what these kind of episodes are, you know? I sit here, I talk to you, I play the game, I have fun, and I just hope that you are playing your game. I hope that you are having fun. And that's why I love making these videos, you know? I keep talking about this a lot, but, you know, I just love to have fun. I love to make these videos. And already, we're almost 20 minutes into this. You know, almost 20 minutes. I mean, that's pretty cool. You know, if you're thinking about, like, wow, it's been 20 minutes and I'm watching bigedude. And wow, I've gotten over 100 points. Or I've gotten 200 points. Like, if you're really grinding those titles, you might actually have gotten 200 points by now. You know? Because you can get, in 10 minutes, you can get about 20 matches in. You know what I mean? If you are really, really tapping fast, and if you get more tag team matches, pretty much, I think. But, actually, it doesn't really... Yeah, tag team matches don't have animations for finishing moves. So, they will be shorter. Congratulations, but be careful. I don't know why I said congratulations. She didn't say congratulations. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Let's see. 5674. We're already at 400 points. We're definitely on pace to crush this. We might get 1,100 to 1,200 points in this if we focus and think about good stuff and happiness and turkeys on Thanksgiving, which isn't really happy for the turkey, but, you know. Yeah, this Thanksgiving is going to be a little different. It's going to be interesting because my mom is going on a trip with my sister and her husband and my niece. They wanted me to come, but it's like during that time, it's like those few days, I just, you know, they're going to be coming back on Sunday, and I would have to teach the next day, and I'm already doing that once, and that's, you know, for this Playlist Live thing, even though it's not, you know, a full teaching day. I've got to be there. But my plane gets back, you know, Monday afternoon at about 2 o'clock, I want to say. And, you know, so I got plenty of time to relax and goof off and that sort of thing. So, you know, but I've got to be at school at like 7. Actually, I think the first 2 days are without students. It's all, you know, orientation stuff, you know, beginning of the year stuff, some things that we had, like federal things, like the right to know thing, where we learn about bloodborne pathogens again and again. And so I've heard it 19 times already. So it's going to be the 20th. But it's an important thing because you have to know in case, you know, something happens, like in chemicals and exposures and, you know, and how to report things, you know, that sort of stuff. But I'll tell you, one of the most frightening things I ever had to do as a teacher was, well, I mean, frightening in a sense where the whole purpose of the workshop was just such. All right, I'll just spit it out. One time I had to take an active shooter class, and it was just really, really terrifying in my brain. You know, that this is a part of education now. And for those of you that may not know, and I have never, I don't think I've really ever talked about it. I think I might have talked about it once or twice, but not in a long time. Is that, you know, the Newtown, Connecticut thing, one of the people that passed away in it, one of the students, was my second cousin, Daniel Barden. And I never knew him, you know. I didn't even know it until well after the fact. But it was just, wow. So it really just, you know, and I found out days after where, like, you know, some of the healing had already begun. But then it really just made it even more personal. So to go through this training was just really, really hardcore. And I just, it's things like that that make me wonder about education. Now, I don't think that would ever happen in my area where I am, because most of the people are not socially advantaged or economically advantaged, let's put it that way. But, you know, it's just scary. And it's a junior high, which is, but you've heard about shootings in junior highs and stuff. But anyways, hey, you're still here. Sorry, that was a little bit down, but, you know, it popped in my head. And that's one of the issues sometimes when you are a genuine person, and when you talk about anything and everything. Sometimes there's just stuff that's just kind of uneasy. And, but you know what? We talked about it, or I talked about it a little bit. And, You know, we've gotten through it. And now we're still grinding. We're grinding, and you are trying to get that local talent, or you're trying to get that Braun Strowman, who is very, very powerful. I saw that his base was like 2,200, so he's going to max out at higher than Finn Balor, it looked like. As it should. Finn Balor, I don't know, like, he doesn't strike me as a very super strong guy. Where Braun Strowman really does. You know? I just think it's amazing that that's even a possibility that could happen. I'm actually even just going to look into Twitter to see if they've, you know, kind of just said, haha, just kidding, this is who he's facing. I almost said fighting and facing at the same time. Somebody said, Juan Medina says, have the PCC died on us? Because look at it, it's Braun versus random wrestler. Oh my gosh. Alright, so anyways, you know, this is Tuesday night. It's, you know, this is being done for Saturday. Super Saturday! Yeah, buddy! And if you want to send me fan mail, that is cool. It is bigedude, P.O. Box 29, Yorkville, New York, 13495. And I did actually check it today, and there was not anything in there. So that is okay, because I do that. It's there. If you want to send me something, you can send me something. All right, so here we go. Let's do this. Oh, I think we'll take the Undertaker. It's Undertaker versus Undertaker. Who is it? Let's see here. The fact that there's a the animation. I loved Supercard's tweet about it. You know, PCC versus featuring Braun Strowman and some other guy. That's just brilliant. It's just brilliant. And I've got it playing over and over again right now. Or no, it's not playing anymore. And then they said, no, it's true. So, you know, just funny stuff. All right, so here we go. Ooh, he's a pro. Look at that little star down there. All right, here we go. We're almost to the halfway point, people. All right, so we are definitely in the zone, the Money in the Bank zone. That's where we are. And that's where we feel good about it. All right, so we're definitely ahead of last episode's pace, even with my like pauses and stuff. But now let's just try to focus. We're gonna try to focus, man. We got tap, tappity tap, tap tappity tap. Don't forget your manager. Tap tappity tap. Don't forget to whoop-a-tape. Tap tappity tap. Don't forget to choose the guy. Tap tappity tap. Or the woman wrestler style. Tap tappity tap. I don't got bars really good. Tap tappity tap. But I am good in my neighborhood. Tap tappity tap. I said tap tappity tap. I said tap tappity tap. I said tap tappity tap. I wasn't tapping tappity tap. So it took longer long and tappity tap. And that's how I make the tappity tap song. Yeah, get it. What? Tappity tap. I said rock star tap you up, tap tappity tap, and then tap tappity tap. If you clappity clap, while you tap tappity tap, you got more than 2 hands. Ha 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 ha. What was that? Oh my gosh. No, you know, it's really too bad I'd have no fun playing this game, right? What? Tappity tap. I said tappity. Just a little taparoo. Oh, man. Oh. You know, one of the best things that I do every now and then while I'm on a big grind is to just stand up for a minute and just go like, bah! Something like that. You know, somebody should make a gif of that and then everybody will laugh. Or not. You don't have to. You know. You know what I mean? I used to love saying GIF. You know? But now, like, Even though the guy that created it, he said it was called GIF, but the way that it should really be is GIF. You know, graphics interchangeable file, or whatever that I stands for. But it's also funny, it's like sometimes things are better when they're wrong. Like 1.21 gigawatts. It's not a gigawatt, it's a gigawatt. But gigawatt sounds way cooler. It makes you think of time travel. You know? 1.21 gigawatts. Yeah. Also, right now, if you've been noticing, hey, bigedude, it's September. Where's the September things? And I just didn't put them there yet. I'm still rocking the August ones because I'm recording this in August. And that's why. Alright, so here we go. Tap, 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 tappity tap. Oh yeah, Samoa Joe versus Big Cass. When did he make his debut? You know? Like, well, you know it's not going to be until probably November. Here's why. Because in the case of NXT, you always know that the champion has to lose to leave. And you have to have the rematch in which that person loses again. That's when you get called up, alright? Your last match, you always lose your last match in NXT. So that you can, the winner wins, has the music play, and then you just stand there in the ring and everybody goes, thank you, wrestler person, clap, clap, clappity clap, tap, 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 tappity tap. Thank you, wrestler person. You know. Because they just did it with Bayley, for example, in NXT TakeOver 2. You know, or Brooklyn, TakeOver Brooklyn, whatever the heck it was called. The Awesome Thing. And, I mean, everybody knew that we were going to see Bayley. I mean, I think it was great that they paired her up with a New Day. Make perfect sense. Perfect sense. Hey, we want some Bayley! So, yeah. And she's just really finally just getting the, you know, the stuff she deserves. And I like how they did it for storylines for, you know, Charlotte talking about, you know, that, you know, why didn't she come up with the rest of us in the Women's Revolution? And I'm just wondering why they did that too a little bit. But I think they just wanted her to get even further over. I also think that they didn't want to put too much at one time. You know what I mean? And into the Divas Revolution. Because, you know, Bayley, I'll tell you, the NXT TakeOver, Brooklyn TakeOver at SummerSlam last year, that match between Sasha Banks and Bayley was one of the best things I've ever seen. It's one of the ones that people are going to be talking about for a long time. Here I am talking about it, and it's a year later. Well over a year later. I mean, it's just, that match was awesome. And then, you know, the 30-minute Iron Woman match, or Iron Man match, or whatever they decided to call that match, that's just great, you know? But the thing I worry about is, you know, hopefully that all those really athletic, great wrestler women, that they don't get hurt. You know? And now look at all the other women that you have up right now. Like the people that just came up. Like, you know, Alexa Bliss. She's a flyer. Carmella. You know? Dana Brooke. It's kind of interesting, you know? You got these people. And someday Emma will be back, but who knows when that will be, because she's just awesome. I like her so much better as a heel. I don't know why. I mean, there wasn't anything wrong with her as a face, but, you know, that dance was weird. It was a little weird. But she got to step outside the car, please, glasses. You know, the carving cob glasses. You know, it just works. It just works. Whoever re-imaged her, that worked a lot. That worked very well, I think, in my opinion. Remember, I try never to objectify women, because, you know, I try not to objectify anybody. That's just me, though. You know, somebody can be very, very aesthetically pleasing to the eye, but it's also, you know, they're playing a role, they're a character, and that's why, you know, that's why I love about wrestling is, you know, it's really just theater. It's a stage production, and that's why, I mean, I do the drama club, I do those sorts of things. That's what I do. You know, it's a timed performance, and you have to learn your lines. You know, scripted promos means you have to learn your lines. You know, and it's and they do it all the time. It's just amazing. You know, including the house shows and all that stuff. You know, they do get that extra day off of rest, which Dean Ambrose was very happy about during that interview with Stone Cold Steve Austin. But you know, tap tap tappity tap. Oh wow, we're doing really well. I think we're almost at 600. We're ahead of our goal, I think. Actually, I don't. No, we might not be. I think I slowed down a little bit. I was tapping too much, or maybe I just counted 300 instead of 400, or I counted 400 instead of 300, which I think is what happened. But sometimes, you know what's funny is like when I'm recording stuff and I'm focusing on the game, sometimes there's a little bit of a disconnect from what I'm saying and what I'm reporting on as far as commentary. And I think that's because there's too much, or there's too many things going on. And so right now we've got The Rock versus his cousin. Who's going to win? It's going to be a spear. Spear to The Rock. Spear beats Rock. But, you know, it's just kind of funny because I think about it, and like every now and then I worry about, it's like, oh my god, am I losing my mind? Is something wrong? And then I realized, back when I was doing all the live shows, making up songs, I didn't have to worry about playing a game. All I had to worry about was my eyes connected to the words and the playing. And that's a lot less to deal with. Oh, I totally forgot to use this. Okay. A lot less to deal with than when you're tapping and playing and talking and seeing a visual thing happen. Like, my brain just looks at the visual thing and be like, ooh, moves. Something's happening. That's cool. You know? And I think, and then with the background moving back, I think that's really what it is. I'm also 42. I'm sure I'm not, you know, anywhere near as fast as I used to be. But you know what? It is who I am. I am this guy. I'm not trying to pretend to be something I'm not. I love to laugh. I love to go goofy stuff. I just love to be creative and just be me, you know? And that's probably one of the things that you guys that have watched this far, if you watched this far, you're already almost 40 minutes into this. I want you to write, inhaler. Wait, I gotta go. Inhaler. Because I have the asthma. Did you know that? I think I told you that before. Hey, guess what, guys? I have asthma. Alright, so anyway. It's like, oh my god, bigedude, I can't believe that you have the asthma. It's true. It's true. It's true. Alright, so here we go. We got the Dean, we got the Ambrose, we got the championship. And, yeah, buddy. Alright, so, what do we got here? We got the... From this power. Yeah, we can just do that. And sometimes I just forget to check what's on the side. You know, what is actually being contested here. Just because, whatever. Alright, so here we go. This looks good. But, I really want to have more event cards. I really like event cards. They make me happy, folks. Oh, gosh. We're going to have to take a loss here. Actually, we're not. Alright, we're going to use this. And then, I will fight with, not Sting. I'll fight with AJ Styles. Because the next one, even if it is a little bit higher, I should be able to win it. We haven't really seen SummerSlam Pro up in there. Yeah, we're fine. So we're just going to use this. And power toughness, we got a lot of power. Yeah. That's the good thing about Sting is that he's very strong. He's Pow-Ka, which is great. You know? I was surprised that they never gave him a WrestleMania card. As far as an event type thing. But you know what? It happens. You know, it's just there's only a certain amount of events, and they're all scheduled and stuff. At least they should be. Oh no, they're just Roman Reigns. You know the rest of that. Okay, so anyways, yeah, should I ever make up parodies of wrestlers' entrances songs? Do you think I should do that? I think it would be fun. I would have to probably not monetize it, but people might like it and watch my stuff more. And the reason why, even though parodies are protected, they're supposed to be protected. It just, a lot of times, you know, I don't know, I'm not gonna really get into stuff. If you make a parody and it's original music by yourself, it should not be ever taken down or demonetized. But there's things that happen. Like I did a few years ago, I did a revoicing over of a trailer, and it showed the trailer, but it was for Breaking Dawn Part 2, and it was great, and everybody loved it, and there was no sound on it, but because it showed the video of the thing, even though it was basically like a reaction, whatever, but it wasn't showing my face. If I had shown my face, it probably would have never happened. Never gotten taken out. You know? Maybe that's one thing I could do maybe in the future. You know? Or just not monetize it. Well, I mean, it really didn't get taken down. It just got demonetized. Or demonetized. Demonetized. Whatever. All I know is that we're already 42 minutes into this almost. Yeah to the buddy. Buddy to the yeah. Alright, we're almost at 800 points. And it looks like we're going to get that 1,000. I just really want to get more than 1,000 this time. I just really do. You know? You know what I'm saying, Shani? But yeah, I didn't get to actually playing this today. I had lunch with my friend Katie, who does, she produces the Comedians in Cars, Comedians in Coffee discussing wrestling that I've promoted before, and she was talking about how she's working on season 2, and actually she's dating one of the guys in there. I don't know how much of this is common knowledge, it should be, but one of the common comedians, the one that does the Good Nature Boy, and they've been together for a long time now, which I just thought was cool. But I hadn't seen her in years, you know, like she actually went to the junior high school that I teach at, which is funny, and it's really cool that you know, I'm going to be teaching her nephews. I'm really happy about that. That's going to be cool. And I found out today that they're huge New Day fans, and I'm going to show them. I showed her the picture that I had that I got with Xavier Woods at VidCon, and like one of her nephews said he wanted to be Big E for Halloween. I'm not sure exactly how that goes, how that'll work, but it's still pretty cool. Not Big E Langston, not me, because they know me from like when I played back up to I played piano while they did like a spoken word. It was like a coffee shop type thing, you know, improvisation. We did a lot of open mic stuff together. She's a great friend that I fell out of touch with, you know, and like I texted my one friend who was a music fraternity brother of mine. I text him, and just people sometimes fall out of your life, and it's just kind of weird because, you know, most of you that are watching this are not very old, you know. If you're in high school, and this is shocking, but in 10 years, some of the people that you were friendly with in high school, or you know, you never had a problem with and hung out or talked to every now and then, or just thought were cool, but never hung out. Some of those people you won't have seen since graduation, you know, and some of those people that you're really close with will totally fall out of your life for whatever reasons. And some of the people that you really didn't ever hang out with very well could be like your best buddy right now. It's just, life is a weird thing of bringing people in and out of your life. And it's just, it's harder as you get older, because you get a job that you is in one spot. You get a significant other. You get a family. You get a house. You get a mortgage, and then you lose connections with the people that you used to hang out with, party with, study with on a regular basis. You know, it's like, I'm just thinking about my buddy who teaches in Long Island. Like, I saw a picture, like, my former wife sent me a picture, me and this other dude, music fraternity brother, and I was like, oh my god, this is at Greer's party, and that was like 15 years ago, and and I haven't seen him in 10 years or more, and we used to go to Potsdam in the summer and just like hoop it up and holler it up, and just, we had a lot of awesome history together, and I just hope that he's doing great, but I haven't seen him, and I don't even have his phone number right now. I'm sure I could get it somehow, but but on the other spectrum, like, I haven't seen my buddy James in probably 9 years, because he got married 10 years ago, and I was at his wedding, and I just remember that the last time I saw him was at his apartment, and his wife was pregnant, and he showed the sonogram thing. Oh no, I lost! This is not good. We got a problem, folks. Dang you, Scuba Steve. But, well, that was unfortunate. Alright, so we're gonna have to just take a loss on this so we can get the rest. That's how you still get those points. Well, anyways, his daughters are like 8 and 5 now. I'm like, oh my god. Like, where does the time go? Like, that's why, even though we're all just sitting here playing a game and having a fun time, I'm just so thankful that you were spending it with me. Those of you that watch this and, play along to this, you're probably going to do really well in this event because of all of these long videos that I've been doing. And, because of, you're playing a lot longer and stuff. But, you just really have to cherish every day that you have. Because there's going to be a time where you have no more days, and like, what if, 50 years from now, YouTube is still around, and this video exists, and for some reason, some people are just going through all my stuff. Some people have been going through Dad's stuff. He's been gone, for, oh my god, almost 10 months, or is it 9 months? Almost 9 months. Oh, wait. Almost 9 months, yeah. It's amazing. It's amazing that it's been that short ago. Because it seems like it's been forever ago. It's one of those things, There's still times where I would always call Dad when I got fan mail today. Or fan mail today. We know what that is in getting. I always called Dad after I got fan mail, because he was always just so proud of the fact that people from all over the world were sending me things, and it's just amazing to me still. But it's like it's something is in my brain, and I didn't get that today, probably because I didn't get anything, and I was just thinking about it. It's like, oh yeah, I always miss Dad a lot during that time, because I would just always call him right after. It's just kind of just one of those things. And my mom was freaking out, not about Dad, you know, the other day because she got her internet speed, she turned it down because she didn't need it for like all the stuff that, you know, Dad was doing. You know, this is many months later. And but if like their cable box was fried, so she was without the internet, and she has a Kindle and couldn't download any new books or anything. So like it's now it's back, and it's amazing because, you know, she's, how old is she now? She's 68 years old. And at least I think she is, right? 48. Yes, okay. And you just think about the small things, like she's very, very aware of the internet, and now she's on Facebook like all the time. She actually had me call my sister to make sure that that she knew that she wasn't ignoring her, you know, her posts or anything, but she just doesn't have internet. And I just thought it was adorable, you know. It's like, have you ever seen those videos where people explain why they haven't made videos in a while? I always thought that was kind of, to me it was kind of funny, just because, you know, just, hey, you're back, like, you know, just make the video. That's just my opinion on that. But, you know, it's all good. I love these long videos then, where all I do is win, no matter what. Alright, so there we go. We did suffer a 38 though. I did notice that. Because of, you know, we just missed it on a proc. You know, hello, what are you doing? But 52 minutes in, baby. And you're almost there. You're almost there. And we're almost there. We are at, this will be 998 points right here. And we still got about 8 minutes and 27 seconds to go. We might get another 100 points, which I am very excited about. But I just got to kind of focus. All right, so here's what the focus is. And hopefully you wrote down how many points you started with at the beginning of this grind. Because if you did, then you'd be like, oh my God, look at all the work that I did. I feel so good, and I have accomplished something. I was at bleep 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 place, and now I'm at blue bleep 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 place. Okay, so like I've seen people that in an hour's time they go up 20,000 places. I've seen people go up 40,000 places, but they had less points, you know. So just think about it. You should see how many points you got, and that sort of thing, you know. Yeah, some of you are very focused and very, very good at focusing. And some of us are old. And not as good as what? Squirrel? That was a joke. There's no squirrels in my house. If there was, that would be nuts. Oh, that joke made me hurt. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's do this. All right, can we do this? I think I'm actually in another King of the Ring match. I'm not going to worry about it. This is all about this. Because that King of the Ring ended days ago. You know what I'm saying? This is Tuesday night. This is Saturday's video. That King of the Ring is an ancient memory in the world of Supercard. Yeah. So, what are your predictions on, uh-oh. Okay. I was like, toughness. That's like, it could be bad. But we did good. What are your predictions on when we will see Season 3? I'm thinking, the more and more I think about it, because they just released this tier, I don't think we're going to see it until Survivor Series, you know, mid-November. Originally, I thought it would be October, and it really still could be October, but we just keep the SummerSlam stuff, and then they just introduce some new tiers. But I'm just wondering how they're gonna do it, you know, because if you think about it, SummerSlam tier was introduced in August. All right, WrestleMania tier was introduced in what, March, end of March, technically April almost, and you know, Survivor tier is in November. So you got about 4 months in a little bit here and there leeway for each tier. You know? It's kind of interesting. That would make sense to me. Because if you only do it when 2K16 or whatever 2K17 comes out, it doesn't seem to have a lot of time, you know, to really get those SummerSlam pros. Unless they don't add another tier. You know what I mean? They just build off of this. They give you the Season 3 cards, maybe some newer things, but the cards that you really want to get are still going to be the SummerSlam cards. That is something that they definitely could do. But I don't think we'll see a next new bigger tier. I don't know what they'll call it, like S3 Survivor, or well, I don't know what they'll do. But it's great to think about it. I'm just I'd love to see your opinions. Remember, even if I'm not commenting a lot on these videos, I still will be looking at them, just because, you know, there is some downtime during events like this. You know, there's just times where I've been walking around and stuff, and I just need to chill out in my hotel room, you know, and that sort of thing. And but there's a lot of stuff that happens at night too, and my boy Alex and I, we go all over the place, and we'll hit up some late night awesome foodages, and then there's, you know, social gatherings and parties and that stuff. So we'll just see. You know, what happens. And it's just really fun. Oh, I didn't use my thing again. Darn it. Alright, can I get through 2 more matches here? We got 3 minutes and 51 seconds. According to my little stoppy-watchy thing, which is also my phone. It's kind of neat. Alright, so here we go. Yeah, buddy. Drink it in, man! What is up with his little facial hair and little walk and, you know... It just reminds me of one of those weird painter type people that, you know, that you see, like, they're trying to impress people or something. I don't know. But here we go. We are definitely above the 1,000 mark. All right, so we started at 56.74. We're at 67.52. We can definitely get 1,100 points in 1 hour on this sucker. While still doing video. I'll bet you I could do like 1,200 if there wasn't any video talking. Any video talking? What does that even mean? Alright, so anyway. We still got 28 days to get all this stuff. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get all 3 of those cards pro'd. And then I'm just going to really start, really build more trophies up. Trophies. What game am I even playing? I go, you know what? I guess my brain's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I screwed up that Clash Royale video. All right, so here's what happened. For those of you that saw it, here's what happened. Or if you saw Wednesday's video, which you know, a lot of you probably did. My computer updated itself. It was like a whole big update. It's like weird, like it even, you know, the Windows 10 thing. And for some reason, it changed OBS settings or something. It didn't recognize that I was using my microphone. It just turned it off. And so people were saying, no audio. Like, dude, it looks good, but where's the audio? I was like, dude, what are you talking about? There's always audio on this stuff. And then I realized that there was no audio. And I was so mad because I had already made Wednesday's Supercard video. And so I had to go back and I had to talk over my commentary that you didn't see. I did just do it over my head so you couldn't see what happened. And I hit on a lot of the same points that I made. And then it's just kind of funny because I hate doing stuff like that because it's just not natural. But you know what? It's better than having a video with no words. You know? It really is. I could have added music onto it. That's just, if you're not giving commentary and stuff, people will really not like your video. They will be bored with it, period. Unless it's a fast build for a Clash of Clans base or some other type of build thing that you're doing. That's what's up. All right, so we've got 40 minutes. 46 seconds. It's not going to be enough. But remember, I am saying that you can that I will be able to, it's not like the RTGs and all those events. It is, if I started the match, I get the points, okay? And that is just how I'm doing it, because this is my rules. It's my Money in the Bank Bootios event. Money in the Bootios. Alright, so here we go. We got the funk. We've got the funk. The funk. The funk. Apollo Crews. Hey, I wonder how to spell his name. I've got it! That's a joke, because that's all he does now is... Well, no, that's not all he does. But he's having to do it a lot. Okay, so here it is. 000. 000. Hey, that's how much the bigedude network costs. You know how much it is. It's only 000. Creamy. Alright, there we go. Sorry if that was too loud on the drop. The mic would drop. Alright, here we go. Let's see here. But as it is, I'm just thinking about what will happen while I'm gone. I will try to get a video out for Monday. Whether it happens or not. The last time we recorded, Young Gary Yoke and I recorded something at one of these type of events, it just flat out failed. Which was sad. You know, it was just plain sad. But I think I will get it to work. I have a different computer, and you know, it should work this time. I'll also be using OBS. The problem is really all the Wi-Fi, because that's how I connect my screen to my computer. So we'll have to wait and see how it happens. You know, well, it'll be what it is. And there we go. So there is our grind number 2, Money in the Bank grind number 2. We got to 6832. So let's see here. How many points is that? If you already know, that's awesome. 6832. We have, oh my gosh, that's a lot of points. We have 8, 7, 5, 1158 points out of 1160. So that is what we're doing. So let's just see where we need, how many more we need. Will I get to my first Randy Orton? It's like not over 9,000, 9,450. So we really, I might have to try to play some, but there's really just time running down, and I might just turn this into another one in a couple of minutes and stuff. But yeah, thank you for watching. Thanks for being here. I hope that you've enjoyed this Money in the Bank Grind Festival and the PCC festival that you're all being a part of. And I love you long time. Blink, blah, blink, bye, 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 yeah, buddy. Yeah.